Okay, hello. Welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I am doing a recap of everything I made in January. January, I definitely had a lot of accomplishments that I'm proud of last month. So I want to share those with you today. I am sitting in the van. My husband and I have just recently got back on the road. We left Rhode Island and now we're in Texas, and we are en route to Wyoming. So the ceiling, it's not very high, so I kind of have to like slouch a little bit, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the first thing. The first thing I made in January was a scarf and hat set for my husband. So it's kind of hard to show, I guess. Here's the hat. Here it is. And then this scarf here has been worn, obviously. But yeah. So I used Lion Brand. I can't exactly remember the name of the yarn, but this is a wool and acrylic blend. And it definitely kept him warm. With this combo, he was very warm. And I'm really proud of myself, because this was the first time for me making a hat. And at first, he only wanted a scarf, so I made him this really good scarf that I'll try it on for y'all, so you can see. He could wrap around and tie it pretty tight and everything. And it's very warm. And I had enough left over that I could make him a hat, so yeah, this was my first time making one. I really just knit one long rectangle. I know there are different things with like a long tail cast on that you can do. I'm very stubborn, and I didn't want to learn how to long tail cast on, even though it's probably not that difficult. I just wanted to like do it the quickest way that I knew how to, mostly because I was trying to still finish up a final commission, which I will get to that because I'm so happy that it's actually done. I can finally tell you guys that it's done, but that'll come later. So yeah, I just knit a long rectangle, and as you can see here, I stitched up the I stitched the sides up that way, and then just scrunched this top. So number two, I made this really thick bolero cropped sweater for myself. It's wool. I used Wool Ease yarn, the Wool Ease Thick and Quick yarn. So the funny thing with this, you see here, this colorway of the Wool Ease Thick and Quick, I found it in my parents' basement, and I bought this probably when I was like 7th or 8th grade. And I used to do like the arm knit scarves when I was little, and then I completely forgot about knitting 7 years or something, and then picked it up again recently. But I had bought this yarn, and I found it when I was going through all my stuff, and like, you know, it was still in the arm knit scarf thing. And me now, I'm like, whoa, I can actually use this and make this look really good. So I took apart the scarf, and I had like 3 balls of this Thick and Quick yarn that's in like perfect condition. It's like great. And I had some other leftover, the Thick and Quick Wool Ease yarn that was this colorway from something that I had made last year. I went to Joann, grabbed a different colorway of the Thick and Quick yarn, because like, why not? Like, I like cool colors that kind of don't go together but kind of do go together. I'm also very bad at color theory, so I wouldn't know if something really goes, but I'm just kind of going with like, it's cool, whatever. I know this is more of a this is like more of a cool tone, and this is more warm. I feel like this is like overall warm, but it's got some cool tones maybe. Actually, I think this is more warm, but I just love this colorway. Like, this colorway is beautiful. Like, I hope you can see it. This project was the first time that I really worked with a wool blend, so experimenting with that more and just more color was so fun. I have two things that I made in January that aren't physically with me because I've given them away. But I will put pictures up here for y'all. One of the things is I found more yarn in my parents' basement that was mine from a long time ago. And it's kind of hard to say like that it's yarn. This lacy texture, and like when you kind of scrunch it together, like roll it together, you don't really see it, but if you like stretch it out a little bit, you can see that it's kind of like, it's intricate. It's more intricate. It's interesting. Just for the purpose of making the stitches like bigger, I had to use these bad boys. And so it worked up so fast. I was like knitting for 20 minutes and I had this beautiful scarf. I ended up giving it to my grandma. So she has it now. The other thing that I made, it's pretty much done. I'm gonna finish it this afternoon, so it's not technically finished in January, but I did most of it in January, and then we started traveling. But this acrylic vest, I still have to weave in the ends and then like stitch up the sides here, but it looks like this, front and the back. I love the color changes in this. It's incredible. And I kind of wanted to make like a sweater vest. I've been looking for like a fleece vest or like a zip up, something to be like an extra insulation layer. I don't know. I'll have to finish it and then try it on and see if I actually like it, because the vision was to put wear a turtleneck underneath. So this is like a sweater vest, you know? But I haven't educated myself on like the decreases, how to make a nice neckline. Like, it's just sewn together like this. And part of it is like I enjoy this sort of like scrappy, really handmade look. I like the way that looks, but I also I want to learn how to make a proper neckline and like make it look nicer. The last thing that I'll show you, I'm so proud of myself. The last thing I made in January that I completed in January was my final commission. Oh my gosh. I am so happy to be done with that. I don't have it with me because the person I gave it to, my friend, he is wearing it and he's very happy. I will put the picture up on the screen and I will leave it up. Because it just needs all the recognition. Because I spent so many months. I cannot believe I'm actually done with it. And like I didn't even get his measurements. I was going off of like, he said men's medium. Like, my husband is a large, extra large. I am a woman's medium, men's small. Like, I was like trying it on and trying to figure out like, is this gonna work, you know? And gave it to my friend and he loved it. It fits him perfectly. Like, I couldn't have, it's amazing. So I'm so proud of myself for that. That is the final commission. That took me way too long to make, but the joy that for me finishing it, like the joy and relief, and then seeing my friend try on the sweater and love it, just like it made it. I have footage of me trying it on and then the person who I actually made it for wearing it. Made sure to get a lot of pictures of that because it did happen. And I'm so proud of myself. Those are all the things that I made in January. Things that I really want to make that are inspiring to me with like being inspired by different yarn or patterns that I like, or just like seeing things on Pinterest that like I want to make, and having the time to make them now that I'm not taking commissions anymore. And I feel free. Like, I feel free, and I feel like I can really just work the way that I want to work and have the time to make more videos about the things that I'm really excited. Thanks for watching. So yeah. Like, bye. You don't have to get my face in it. You can just kind of focus on here.